the best way to run a, sawmill is to have this bed perfectly level. Well, that's not the best way for me. I like to have the bed angled back this way so that the logs roll into my dogs easier. Now, is that the best? I know everybody, a bunch of people want to have their mills level, with the ground. I'm not interested in that. I've tried it that way. There's no benefit. And if you get a log that's oblong and it wants to roll off that way, it scares me. I like to have it roll back towards my dogs. I like the head end up just a fraction. It just seems to run better. These legs, on your sawmill, you have to get the ones that are adjustable, and you have to put boards under them, and you have to use this kind of grease, and you have to use this kind of lube. And man, I bet you there's people out there right now that have had a sawmill and haven't put an ounce of transmission fluid, on this rail in years. And that's the best way for them. That's not the best way for me. I like to have this thing clean and smooth and rolling freely. So the best way I've found to do that is put some transmission fluid on it. But when I tell you to put transmission fluid on this, I'm not saying that that's the best way. I'm saying that works for me. WD-40 or oil or whatever, that doesn't work for me. Transmission fluid works for me. It doesn't collect the sawdust and it keeps it lubed. Don't fall into the trap of, this is the best way to do this. I just see those videos all the time and they just make me kind of cringe. But maybe that's just because I'm too technical. If those channels would just say, this is the best way that I've found to mill pine. This is the best way that I've found to level my mill. This is the best way that I've found to load a log. Don't switch to leveling your mill at an angle like I do, because it's the best way. You can try that, but don't follow these people on YouTube who say this is the best way to take a slab off a pine log. This is the best way to edge a board. That's because it's the best way for them. And that's what they don't say in these videos. It's the best way for them. And I've learned a lot off of all these YouTube channels. I'm not saying don't watch them. Man, I watch them. Take everything they say with a grain of salt and find out what's best for you. So let me add one more. There's your example. This is put your dish soap in there, you squeeze this little button, dish soap comes out the bottom, goes into that sponge, this little scrub pad, cleans your dishes. So I can tell you all day long, this is the best way to lube up your mill. Other people like a rag, other people like spray, other people like a toothbrush, other people like a paintbrush, other people like a paper towel, and then there's 16 different brands of paper towel. So just go and find out what works best for you. You can take, dish scrubber hint, and you can take the transmission fluid hint. I mean, that's straight from Wood Mizer. It's not my hint. And try it out for yourself. Man, don't be afraid to go get you some WD-40. Try that out for yourself too. See how expensive that is versus how expensive this is. Whatever how well it works versus how well this works. Go try it for yourself. I can't tell you that this is the best. It's the best for me. I've tried a bunch of other different things, and this is the best for me. Go find out what's best for you. Don't believe everything you hear on YouTube.